السلام عليكم أصدقائي. Hello friends. شكرا جزيلا لانضمامكم لي. Thank you so much for joining me. Now I wanted to ask, have you ever seen a painting that looks like this? This is called The Last Supper. Now, a few things I want to tell you about this Last Supper. This was a very special meal that Sayyidina Isa alayhi salam, Jesus, had with many of his followers. I'm going to tell you the story. But first, I want to remind you that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala asked us not to draw the prophets. And that's just because they are far too special for us to draw. We respect them so much that we can't try to make their lookalikes ourselves. Okay, let's get started. When Isa alayhi salam was sent to his people, they had some very bad habits. A lot of things had changed from when Sayyidina Musa alayhi salam was the one leading them. They cared more about money, they didn't follow a lot of the rules that had been placed, and they even killed other prophets. It really wasn't good. And so Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave Sayyidina Isa alayhi salam a lot of miracles to help prove to the people that this was a prophet. And they need to listen to him and to follow him. Because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wants them to do what's right. He wants to help them. One day, many of Sayyidina Isa's followers asked for even more proof from him. They asked him if Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala can send them a giant table filled with food from Jannah, from paradise, not just any food. Sayyidina Isa alayhi salam warned them. He said, don't you have enough to believe in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? But they asked again. They said, please, we just want to be extra sure. So Sayyidina Isa alayhi salam prayed to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to please offer this miracle. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala told Isa alayhi salam that he will send down this food, but anyone who did not believe in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala after that, and believe that Sayyidina Isa alayhi salam was a prophet, would be punished. That was a very serious one. And so, Isa alayhi salam asked everyone to fast for 30 full days. And at the end of the 30 days, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sent the food down all the way from Jannah, just for them. Everybody feasted. It smelled like something they had never smelled before, and it tasted like things they had never tasted before. And no matter how many people ate, it never finished. This became a day of celebration. Whenever that day came again for the followers of Isa alayhi salam, they continued to celebrate it. And that's where all these pictures of the Last Supper come from. But it was not the last. Isa alayhi salam was around for much longer after that. And it was definitely a meal for everyone to remember. There were lots of people who took part in it. I had so much fun telling you this story today. I hope I see you again soon. Assalamu alaikum asdiqai. Peace be upon you, friends.